Hi, welcome to my video on hyperbola's equation of an asymptote. I'm going to do the equation of an asymptote in two forms, as point slope form or the slope y-intercept form. Hyperbola has two asymptotes, and the center of the hyperbola that we're looking at is h comma k, where h is the x coordinate and k is the y coordinate. In the point slope form, y minus k plus or minus b over a x minus h, where h and k is the center of the hyperbola or the intersection of the two asymptotes. So let's look at these equations and pick out the point, that's the center, pick out the slope, a over b, etc. So the point for the center is x is negative 4 and y is 1 opposite. And the slope is plus or minus, let's do plus or minus 1 over 2. So b is 1 over 2. So the slope is plus or minus 1 over 2. So b is 1 over 2. So b is 1, a is 2. Let's look at the next one. The center is the opposite of negative 5, which is 5. And the opposite of plus 3 is a minus 3. The slope is plus or minus 7 over 4. And the b is 7, and the b is 4, the a is 7. I'm just making it as if it's neither negative or positive. So b is 4, a is 7. And here we have the center is x, opposite of plus 2 is negative 2, and there's no value for y, so it's 0. And the slope is plus or minus 3, understood to be 3 over 1. So b is 3 over 1, neither positive or negative. So b is 3, a is 1. Now let's reverse it. Write the equation of the asymptotes in the point slope form. So again, y minus k plus or minus b over a x minus h squared. That's the equation of the asymptote in point slope form. So it's y, so negative 3 is a positive 3. And x, I got a 6, so we make it a minus 6. This is the opposite. The slope is 3 over 2. Sorry, slope is 2 over 3. Why I say 3 over 2? So the slope is 3 over 2, but there's two of them, so one's plus and one is minus. And there's a bracket around the y plus 3. And again, let's do it again. We have a y, and that's a minus 6, so this is the plus 6. This bracket is not necessary at the beginning, even though I put it here. And the x's, that's a minus, so this is a plus. And the slope is negative 3/4, so it's 3/4. And it's plus minus, because there's two of them. One slope is plus, one slope is minus. They're just the negative of each other. And we had to do this one. Center, so y minus 2 and x minus 0, and the slope is 5 over 7. That's the positive, but it's also negative, so it's plus minus. One is plus, one is minus. And let's do another one. Y is 0, so it's let's rewrite that to make it better if we want. So 0, x minus 0, which is x. And let's go back to this one now. Y is 0. This is h comma k. So k is 0. And there's x. That's a minus 4, so this is a plus 4. Slope is negative 2, so there's a 2. That's a negative slope. It's also a positive one, plus minus. So y plus or minus 2 bracket x plus 4. And I repeat the slope. So remember the equation of the line y, the equation of a line in point slope form was y minus y1 m and x minus x1. So this is the point x1, y1. But when we look at the center of the ellipse, we have an hk. So the x1, y1 replaced with h and k in the equation. Okay, let's continue. The equations of an asymptote. Equations. Remember, every hyperbola has two asymptotes. Change the point slope form to the slope-intercept form. So the point slope form is y minus k bracket plus minus b over a bracket x minus h. So this is the point slope form. So what we're now going to do is change it to the slope-intercept form. So you got to ask your teacher if you're allowed to write it down like this, which you can, but you can also put a 3 in, this one is positive, and you can also put a negative in. So this is when there's a positive 3, this is when negative 3. So I'm going to work these out now individually. 3 times x, 3 times 1, and we move the 2 over from the plus, so y equals 3x minus 1. Notice the slope is still 3, but the y-intercept is negative 1. So when you write it like this, you're writing down both of them. But now you have an equation of a line which has a y-intercept of negative 1 with a slope of 3. That's one line. The other one, let's work it out. The other one, negative 3 times x, negative 3 times negative 1, and move the 3, leave the 3 here, move the 2 over, make it plus. So we have, again, the slope is 3, y-intercept is negative 1. Here the slope is negative 3, the y-intercept is 5. So this is the point slope form with both of them in, but when you expand it and write it into slope y-intercept form, you get two different equations. And let's practice that again. Again, we have the point slope form, so we have y plus 4 equals 1/2 x plus 6. And we got y plus 4 and a negative 1/2 x plus 6. Let's work each of these out. Y plus 4, half times x. Half of 6 is 3. So y equals 1/2 x plus 3 minus 4. And notice when the 4 moves over, we become a minus, it gives you negative. So the slope is the positive 1/2 with a y-intercept of negative 1. And let's do the one with the negative 1/2. Negative 1/2 times x. Negative 1/2 times 6 is negative 3. So y equals negative 1/2 x minus 3 minus 4. So y is negative 1/2 x minus 7. Again, this is the two asymptotes written in the point slope form, and here's the two asymptotes that are written in the slope y-intercept form. Let's do another one. Y plus 8, 5 over 4 x minus 8. Y plus 8, negative 5 over 4 x minus 8. That's the positive slope, that's the negative slope. And let's work it out. 5 over 4 times x. 5 over 4 times 8. 4 and 8 goes 2. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. So it's 5 over 4x minus 10 minus 8. So we have a slope that's 5 over 4 with a y-intercept of negative 18. And work this one out with the negative slope. Negative 5 over 4 times x. Negative 5 over 4 times negative 8. Negative times negative is positive. 4 and 8 goes 2. 2 5s is 10. So y equals negative 5 over 4x plus 10 minus 8. Negative 5 over 4x plus 2. Again, this is the 2. If you see this as coming up when we deal with the when the hyperbola has a center which is not 0, 0, then this is the way you write down your asymptotes. And we can either leave it like that, or we can expand it and get them individually in slope y-intercept form. Slope, negative 5 over 4, y-intercept 2. Slope, 5 over 4, y-intercept negative 18. And one more to do. Let's expand this one. Y equals 2/3 x plus 9. And y equals negative 2/3 times x plus 9. And 2/3 times x, 2/3 x, 2/3 times 9, 3 into 9 is 3, 2 3s are 6. Y equals negative 2/3 times x. 3 into 9 goes 3, and 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So again, notice that this is understood to be y minus 0. So the point here would have been negative 9, 0. Notice there's no bracket here, so it's understood to be y minus 0. So the y coordinate of the point is 0. The x coordinate of the point is negative 9. So that's changing an asymptote plot to point slope form or to slope y-intercept form. We'll use that coming up to show you how it works later on in the future videos in this section. If you like my video, click the like button, or if you're not a subscriber, click the subscribe button. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video was of some help to you. Bye-bye.